is imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor's souls? Impossible to fully name the essence of Thaumaturge without being a born one. Nicely tipped dice. Fine, sounds good. Not blasting the ears yet.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind.
Cynic I say. Don't want to try to troubleshoot it.
If not,
that doesn't sound right.
Remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Steam discussions. So there probably are some that, you know, not from devs, but have some solutions for players, maybe. For own players.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Play a trick. Tip son.
Take this down, please.
Spy new piece, yeah.
I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Aggravate your father, huh? Nah.
Please add, my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. Szulski. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
Latvian.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
True, brother.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Transcaucasia. A miracle worker in the village. Alright. Read around all the locations. Let's see. Letter, dear Antonio, I feel like ages have passed since your last letter. Maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. Can guess life in exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. How am I today? Live among people who hate me. I'm losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. That seems to be my only means of escape. Pray for me and Konstanty. Don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anielka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. I guess that one didn't make it through. Dear Janko, please stop with the gentry snobber and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. Can no longer rely solely on a property ownership. The peasants are different now. It's not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasants, guerrillas going at the Lord with pitchforks. Have to protect ourselves. Have something on the side. Some business that will allow us to live with dignity. So I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and then the world that needs kerosene. And you need to act. I'll send you all the documents on authorization. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. Tiflis is Tbilisi nowadays. And there indeed was the railroad. Transferring that oil from Azerbaijan, from Baku to the Black Sea in Batumi. So Thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception, can see things that are hidden from sight, you can anticipate the enemy's actions, you can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words. You can reach your goal easier. The more, okay, I see. Come the train. Coming train. Take me. Unlucky. Tiflis Herald, The events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. This rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Boligian were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. All Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. For some reason the world doesn't seem to like Russia anymore. True, dude.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
A little longer. Maybe there was
Can you
something
wait
else.
for me a minute? I want to take a look around.
Well, I'm not going to leave you now, am I?
Thank you.
I'm not sure if there was much around though. I don't think there actually was really. So might as well. Like with all the peeps. It's not there, nothing when the train left. Let's see. And fine.
All set?
A healer in the village.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
You came for some healing? Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. He prays a heck of a lot. You getting in or what?
Sure.
I'd be grateful.
Heck of a lot.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with. Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there past the little square up the steps. They'll tell you where that preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Sure. A miracle worker in the tavern. Yeah, that's the way have here. Here to keep order, that don't come here. Can handle keeping order. The way over here.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here? Hey, Putnik. You coming from far? Indeed, I'm tired. Nice boots. Are they warm?
Let's see. A proud answer. Knowledge us from your flow of pride level, but will also feed it even more. Indeed, brother.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, it'll come back to bite them.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. We got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
Either Znami. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
You lose all the health points when the fight. Enemies' health points shown bars below their feet, while the health pulse represented by a bar at the bottom left corner of the screen. Oh, alright. Sure. Attacks that the skill icon about your opponent. Oh, the quick attacks, the plan attacks, slow. So that's slow though. Yes, oh, it's something probably for the next turn or something, I assume. Focus. Let's see. Let's try to get this one faster. It's gonna one shot though. Yeah, so you can take it, and then you get the attack after their turn. This one's gone. The Fuku knife. That's a weak knife, bro. The action queue. Let's see. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they're planning, unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. The skill speeds, yeah, okay. Its own speed. The slower skill and more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Yeah, so this is gonna be us attacking first, and there's kind of no point to go for slow one here. Actually, this guy is very slow. But he also survived this one, and I go for the quick boy there. True, stay true. Oof.
There's the Ruski is right.
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Cripple. There they go. Yeah, they said that deserters on them. Kinda spoiling, eh? Proletariatis Verzola. A day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of despised Tsar. Yeah, they didn't know back then what they're gonna put in charge instead, dude. And that they still gotta be being fucked for like almost a century. By the recent events, so agonizing for may they be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. And already happening, workers in major cities are preparing for action. The country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. The real paper could be. It goes well with the tune of La Marseillaise. I will be probably doing it. Yeah, might as well just give it for a year, I guess. I probably will be, Gotta need to remove it then, before we do the next one. We'll see, most likely I will, yeah. Around the same time, probably. The Modern game? Kinda not exactly. It's more like... Right now, we're in Caucasus, in Georgia, to be correct. Close to Tbilisi. And we are from Poland. And everyone around actually hates the motherland, but they don't know that they're gonna be stuck in a different form for another century. There, they did not know that back then. News from Yerevan. Correspondents reported that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. Highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. They go for like some sort of alternative stuff they're going. They make it in the French army, yet he's quite successful in the Russian. And they gotta go for the full alternative history there then. Well, I mean, you're gonna have some like wizardry and stuff going, so that makes sense. So they decided to make Russia even worse than it was. Hey, there's Rasputin also, alright. See how it is. Yeah, I guess they went all out
Forgive
there.
me, sir. Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and
And you expected a thinking simpleton.
An illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings. Even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
I want to see for myself.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my
Thanks,
first
son.
coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with the mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. A touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Trace certain that Rasputin. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He's a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor. Alright, don't need to find something else though.
I'll return to you in a moment.
Okay, I see.
I can hardly wait.
Observations. Information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions. A valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Perception and objects. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. In some items, you'll find a trace of someone's personality, and it takes one of three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you have seen it before, but you are not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item. Those stay. Perception to reveal what is hidden. I pulled it, let's see. Approach to reveal the secret behind this item. Dirty ball. Dimension force too low. Word. Someone is eating stew from. Trace unknown. That's not someone we know then. We need some certain traces there. Come on. Get it? Ah, the prayer book. Ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. Vibrates with a languishing moan of delight. The touch of silk, scent of courtly powder. That which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Let's see what I say. I thought that this priest had such passion. Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Yeah, they had a theory that he was a part of the sect. What was the name of those? Like Knupi or something, and they basically kind of like the whips pretty much or something like this. I did enjoy some glorious spanking and orgies and some sauna. He wasn't part of that in the end. Well, at least they managed to get out from that. But probably orgies in the sauna still had. Still probably had plenty. You can click that anyway, better than the using F stuff, alright. Cloth, a penitential device for voluntary self-mortification of the body. I'll see. Trace out down. Now we got what we needed. At least. Yeah, most click is a little better.
Wizard.
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
Full proud mode there, I mean, sure.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Probably not for
Give
him.
it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me in.
Monkeys. Find a way. Oh, the shackles.
You're blind.
Snuff. Is it dead?
You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
I knew it.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out.
Hey, Oxer, hello.
It's
Good
good
morning.
to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
The sweeping. And nothing else. Interact with stuff. Not really. A person with the flaw that will wild saluter is seeking. Multiple objectives. Objectives freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, objective will reveal a path to follow. Path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the quest. Think the cemetery probably is the way.
Thaumaturge.
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Distance. Got some points and stuff there, actually. Thaumaturgy points. Grimoires cover available thaumaturgy points that you can spend on 3. Just skill upgrades improve your powers in any dimension and hunt saluters to enable further development. Let's see. Upgrade enables using perception in the dimension award. Fortune. A 50% chance of interrupting enemy's planned action. Focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. Now restores focus. 60% chance of dealing double damage. So it's gonna be different boys we're gonna get, I see. Allows you to manipulate the dimension heart. Perfect efficiency. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Huh. They have the double damage chance too. Even nice. Slowing enemy actions. Bond of Brutality. Damage Saluter's next attack by 50%. I'll lose focus instead of taking damage with the 4-to-1 ratio. Let's go for this though. Level 2 towards our boy there. The action, a reaction. That's why we can go a little deeper in the tree after all. Oh, the trees are going ham though too. Alright, see how it is. Skill upgrades, and skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the design spot in the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Ah, okay, these are upgraded. Alright. Land attack, strong attack. Let's see this really. Or we unlock it if we put them here. Or these like upgrade or something. Let's see. Okay, so only one there. Okay, see how it works. So self-cast. So I guess we just again look at the buffers when we do a quick attack. Chance of dealing double damage. Diversion reduces focus. Okay, fine. All of this though. Alright. All observations uncover a secret hidden within items in order to draw a conclusion. Oh, there's some more stuff there. Can get more there. Sister. Can we actually get some more there, I wonder then? Don't think there was more things to scan there. And the ones we already found before. It just kind of like refreshes when we get more levels on that. Award 1. Yeah, because we have 1. I guess we needed some more. Protective charm made of strings, sticks, and feathers and is supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. The village continues there too. Sure if you want, like, maybe they should make it so you can move in the scanning mode, or at least like the range bigger or something. Otherwise it gets a little bit bigger. They're running around pressing it. And I guess there's something there. Maybe they do that only when you see something sussy.
Maybe I will try later.
A wooden box. Carved an elaborately painted wooden box. Dimension force too low. So we'll need more.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
There's where to go run.
We didn't
Oh, yeah.
invite any guests over.
Fiesta.
Telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Like different voice actor there. Guy's a bit chunky there. Sure. Can adjust upgrades beforehand, I see. Strong attacks and focus. Launch a strong attack against the enemy. You must take away all of their focus, causing them to enter the breakdown state. Attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow to fight quicker. A distraction to lower enemy focus. Your Senator each have your own separate set of skills, a plan which you want to use, and give the Senator an appropriate command. Reduces focus, removes negative effects from me. It's the slow one with the damage. Eerie intoxication. So this one. Oh, okay, this also can like the heavy attack for our boys there. See, we do need to focus reduce. Ah, wait, that wasn't already one focus reduced, I guess. Strong attack opportunity. But the focus is now in a breakdown state. Great chance to launch a strong attack. It's quite fast too. I should attack with this. Oh, well, double strong attack, I guess. What this? I'm dead now. Got this one. Complications. Reduce restored health point by 40%. Effects tax X2. I'll see. We get this guy too then. It's already almost his hit there. Use his focus and you. More health points, higher the damage. Sounds good, huh? Now we can switch to this now. Why not? More damage. No, they didn't even attack me.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Think interferes with their actions so much the worse for thinking. Locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reasons. Something is not right here.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am,
No.
please
This
open
is
the door.
again.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Let's farm the fights there.
Please leave. Please, please.
Let's see. Something sus. Ward 1 again. Shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter wars, but there are others warm, delicate as rose petals. Betray a love for someone who is not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Dish shards. Broken shards of blue ceramic dish. Broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Sweet and pungent taste stupefied and compelled screaming, a finger pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. Domestic squabbles. This house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly until they are out of breath, but they persist together despite everything. Seemed like something else there, wasn't it? I guess that's what I did. I can't talk now. I read more info.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please.
Please go.
Still the same. Okay, need more info, I guess then. Sure.
I felt something. Where is it?
It's right here. That goose, something strangled this goose. His twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird, and the wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell.
Over my dead body! I reject this verdict!
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother, and this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too.
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Conflicted neighbors, and the goose lies between the quarreling peasants. Obvious bone of contention here. A wise woman is to settle the dispute. She'd better go do it quickly. We'll come to fisticuffs in a moment. Neighborly disputes. The neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge, a classic of the genre. Can't totally calm down.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside, and tell me what you're doing here.
Shadows. Second lady. There's something here. Salt on the doorstep. Thanks for unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Classic.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Okay, need to find more stuff.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Something sus there. Tired of an old blade priest. Every nation has its demons. Phantoms, ghosts, nightmares were created to make naughty children behave, but I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God. The Lord of truth, these demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real. They're everywhere. Distant Sirmia, people whispered the name Abukawatch. Cruel, a beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say, but I have seen Bukawatch here in Pitigorsk. Heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fiber of my soul. Felt the fury that this wraith brings with it, the anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth has that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the Oblate Church stop this beast. Thus, Virgin, keep me safe. Peter Bosk, hello. How you doing? CCUSC. The launcher, I mean, could be. That could be it, but could be the game launching too, I guess. Finish later. Mr. Soft, my dear son, my heart is crying. Harmed you so that you write about me like this, that you renounce your legacy, your land and your blood. Never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went at your fleece to study. And now you're calling us stupid, backward. You repeat after that rector of yours, Chudetsky, that Georgian, your language is the language of dogs. And you want to write to me only in Russian. Child, the Georgia flows in your blood, and she's the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You'll not renounce her. You can't. I'll need to find some more about you, but later. Peter Muska, see, doing good, man, doing good. I just woke up, had some nice sleep. You got there then. Seems good. The action, reaction, additional skill. Does this do, I wonder? I need to kind of start leveling these two, really. With the ward, right? We needed a bunch of ward stuff. Actually, maybe not too late, but whatever, we'll see. Ah, so this is like better quick attack that way. Alright, nice. Nice. Aside antagonist outfit being a bit fantasy, well, I mean, it kinda needs to, I guess. It is somewhat fantasy there, after all. To some extent. Let's see. Stolen for that time. Let's find out where the man is. I need to run for that, I guess. Cemetery
Excuse
time.
me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery? It's not like anyone there is gonna run away. Look, my horse is more dead than alive.
Well, this guy is not from these places, though. Not from these lands. Cushman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. For my power should be able to change his attitude. I need to find something for this.
I'll be right back.
Coachman has some saucy stuff on him. Manipulation. Like other people, first you must know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. The manipulation is available. The character interaction icon will change and the beauty will appear next to the character. Shovel. Still show traces of modern ice. Coachman had to free the wagon wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. So he already been to the cemetery there. Long ago, eh? How about this? Coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead, and the rag reeked with the sour odor of fatigue, and attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like fishbone, and the muscles burned with fire. And no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Coachman is tired and weary and worked hard and unloading the wagon alone, and all the dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering.
I'm not going anywhere.
The coachman's fatigue go away.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery. And I meant to take the horse out for a run, so get on.
Let's remove his fatigue. Sounds good. Let's see what's up here. Something else here. Gaming PCs with the mostly same components might cost more than the laptop, well, because the laptop components are kind of a little more lethal. A little more lethal. The Discord link, it's the invite. It's the invite only. What the invite? Kill D once for regulars. And if you're a sub, you can just press the button in Discord and it will get you to join. Some Orthodox Ross is here. So yeah, it's just that the laptop parts are cheaper. And, well, I mean, genuinely they are kind of worse, even if it's like the same stuff, right? Like if it's a 4060, for example, or something, or any other GPU, it's gonna be worse than the desktop one. In terms of performance. In terms of performance. That's pretty much all there is to it. And I mean, well, actually, if you're getting the pre-built, then it's kind of the same stuff. If you get it, because the laptop is the pre-built by definition, and that means it's a little cheaper because they also, you know, get the parts in bulk and everything. They get the parts in bulk and stuff. See, like, if you want to like reach the performance of some particular level of part, then you need to get a little better laptop part for that. There you go, Lydia. 71. Cooling system is not like that big of a deal, really. To be honest, pre-built PCs, the desktop PCs in our market are garbage. As in, it's pretty much most of the time it's just them buying the parts separately, building it, and then charging you more than it costs to build it yourself. While laptops are, you know, mass-produced and mostly imported, right? So they are kind of a little better price. And laptops now you can still maybe you can get like still old prices pretty much. PCs definitely more coolers. Well, coolers cost nothing though, almost. Unless it's like some top tier water cooling or something, which, I mean, they're not gonna be putting in the regular pre-built version unless it's something premium. It'd be better to build one yourself? Yeah, I see. Yeah, laptops that are still all supplies with the different conversion rate that were bought. Like, for example, I got mine like way cheaper than it is like anywhere else, really. If you convert in modern conversion rate. No problems, Lydium, no problems.
So that's how you want to play.
After Vasily's grave, only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Well, I mean, there is a way you can also just in some stores. You need to see like some local ones for that, right? Obviously, you need to get some store where if you get the parts from them, then they're gonna build it for you, or just like some workshop or something where they can for usually kind of low price. They're gonna build it for you too, and provide some warranty. If you want still to go with a desktop and don't want to build it yourself, you could go for that. Usually buying parts in one place is not the best decision though, because you can find that cheaper there, this cheaper there, you know. So it's always a little better to buy from at different places.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words, sir, to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
The pre-built desktops are usually kind of garbage. They actually rarely get you some decent cooling, actually. That's why the price of the cooling doesn't really matter in that, because they're gonna probably use the stock cooling that comes with your CPU. That is, most of the time, not even cooling. Unless you got, like, the one I got for the CPU that I got. That one, even the stock cooler can kind of handle. But with anything high performance, as anything modern especially, you'll need the better shit. You'll need the better shit. But the overall, like, there is a difference in performance with laptops, of course, but, like, I don't know, this right now is, like, doing work, man. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Yeah, local stores, I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, you can't even get this, like, free building most of the time, because you're gonna get parts from different stores. But you can, I guess, like, bring them somewhere and just pay them to build it for you. Then they're gonna build at least at from the parts that you know, that you provided and everything. If they also have warranty, that is also nice. But you can check. The thing is, like, getting parts nowadays, like in your situation, most likely, since, you know, I've been in that situation too, getting parts is probably way more expensive. Because, like, some parts that have, like, longer and big supply, they're gonna be kind of cheap because of conversion rate stuff. But those that are kind of, like, you know, not in huge stock on the warehouse, they're gonna be expensive. Like, the stuff that they already need to buy, like, fresh supply or something, that will be expensive. Or stuff that they run out of the stock. Like, for example, the Noctua coolers I was buying, like, they are barely restocking them nowadays, and that shit was expensive. I mean, in general, more expensive than the regular coolers, right? But it was even more.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafiets.
Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good.
What sorts of things changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a salutor.
What do you mean?
Since that was not peaceful, Elder died in the flames that consumed his house. Ruins are thought to be cursed. Locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you.
Saw her before.
Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Superstitions. The cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. Name is Bukovac. Peaceful and happy village? Not quite. Villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukovac, trying to defend themselves against this dark force with the folk methods. I might be still getting something to see. Yeah, Zerbatsky, well, I mean, you just need to wait long enough. And you'll get some. But that might be long. That was part of the reason, though. Like, never know what the people just weren't really shaving. In the villages and stuff. Well, everywhere first. And then when Peter the First said it's time, you know, to start shaving. So all the royalty and everything, they were shaving. Until actually kind of like close 19th century, 20th century. Then I guess beard kind of returned. Is that the Rasputin? Yep, that's the one. Well, that's the one. It does have like the historic stuff. I'm not sure if it's like the, you know, like that completely following it. It kind of does though, so far. But maybe exaggerating a little bit of the historical events and everything. Burn Homestead we also can go. Let's see. Actually, he wanted to take us to... Well, we can take him with us here, so fine, let's go. See how it is. Oh dear, 10 years might not even be that much. It's all about getting, you know, getting the density and everything of that beard. The hobo beard was kind of simple to grow, but it looks hobo. Getting it, you know, thick enough, that's more complicated. And you get it with age too. Like my dad, for example, like never really was like a beard person much. Well, at least he never really let it grow though. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was a little better when he was younger. But he was always clean shaven and sometimes started nowadays already to grow a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say like the giga beard, but like the actually, you know, like the a little bit of a goatee or something that is actually kind of looking pretty nice, that he can do no problems. And my grandfather actually also wasn't really into the beards, but by the end of his life he also could sometimes sport some. So beard no problems. Let's see what I say. Well, Peter the First was trying to go full, you know. We are Europe now, so everyone should be all.
Can you feel it?
All nice and
It's the
fancy
smell of
and
mystery.
shaven.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever is carrying the flaw that lured the Saluter here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
So that's how we're gonna get a little bit of exposition drop here.
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about
Hello.
you? Do you have a flaw?
Telling that to Rasputin, but I mean, he already like was digging through our head anyway, so.
I bear the flaw of pride.
I wouldn't have guessed.
And now? Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor.
Oh, the times change, yeah.
People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
If I do manage to catch another salutor, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary Thaumaturge wouldn't even try more than once. Only a few have multiple salutors.
Why?
Enough pride.
Some have lost their lives trying, others their senses. I was close to madness. I lost my sense of reality. I didn't know what was true. But I know I can do it. I'm almost 100% sure.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me. Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a Thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
Sure. See what I say. Looking 10 years younger. I think that's not a bad thing when you get past 30, yeah, no. Destroyed door frame, some miracles survived the fire. Fear embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame, a fear of the flames and the trepidation about losing a loved one. Impetuous person. Place of death. Dried blood stain soaked deep in burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering, flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. The life left the body, the heart went into spasm, and the mind recognized the end. Lost it for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. So it wasn't exactly the fire. These people want to appear younger. Well, I mean, not when you're like 20 or something. You know, that's what you want to look all old, adult and mighty. Then after some time, it kind of turns around.
I failed.
Chardoll trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. Indeed for this one, alright. But I mean, we actually can try. We did get a level up, alright? We could try to get the deed. Let's appoint to the dimension and deed. Use focus by one additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. There's also a ward we could use. Oh, this one there, Adrenaline Rush. Increase inflicted damage by 50%. There, son. Some pumps the damage hard. Now, what if we try? And do this. But that's what needs them to get in the suffering state. Do it again now. Aha. A buckle cuts through leather like a razor, and no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends in exposed flesh like a vulture. Pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice, it cuts deep all the way to the soul. Someone was getting punished here. Just waiting until the Giga Hobo is seeing. I just like trim it once in a while. Sometimes they go for the Giga Hobo one too. True fear. Doll is caked with the hard across of fear. Layers are like the varnish of an age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. Form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. See, what's this now? Okay. Wait, and this one was... I can't do this again anymore. Well, I mean, we can have it though. The neighbors. The goose, the build. Lost in time. Don't say who was leading it though. That's the impetuous person actually. Look at this now. The impetuous person again. And that was on the door. The door. Door frame, right? Yeah. Just don't really find any new stuff. Only the stuff you kind of see on the map already. Oh yeah, this of course.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. That murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Let's see. Same trait can be felt in the ragdoll, the item dropped by the woman. Some smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained, her heart is trembling, her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. Able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Ah, they
Why
back.
the hurry, father? We are the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Sure.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Well, let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. Oh, we're gonna switch the heavy attack probably. Uh-huh. And gun. Good next. I could try to go for some buffs too though. I didn't switch the quick attack there, right? Wait. It does have the second one there. I'm gonna switch to that. I have the two there too also now. Can we check this, alright. Whatever. Let's go. We can one-shot his ass there. Actually, no, wait. This guy is, though. This one is the next one. So let's try to do this here. Ah, that was the wrong one. Whatever. Well, he's a bit busy now, though. Oh, they both are. But they both kinda are. Yeah, he still should do that to him, right? So whatever. This one no focus already. Yeah, good. That was, oh yeah, that was actually bad. Like that attack deals damage based on their current HP, so that didn't really do that much. That was big, but we can go for the quick one here. And he gone. You attack this guy. With anything really.
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Rasputin is impressed. Alright. Got the friend. And he's gonna be manipulating us, so we can manipulate demons. Let me get some more info on some of these now that I didn't decipher before. Is this? No, 1 second. We need. No, that's the Bukovac. Get rid about these two. Your senator came to me more than 15 years ago and I offered him my heart and the flaw of pride I carry. I tried to capture others and fell into a spiral of torment and exhaustion that cost me my connection to Upiri. I can no longer use his power, nor ever fully see him. We are both shadows of our old selves. I cannot help him, but I've heard of someone who can. Upiri is back, along with his power. Wonderful to see him again. It is the ghost of a Slavic nobleman who gambled with his life and that of his companions that then lost it in the honorable fight. That is why the flaws that lure the Upiri are those related to arrogance, bravery, honor, and pride. My Upiri came to me when my sense of pride and desire to take matters into my own hands became unsurmountable. 15 years ago, against my father's biddings, Barisi and I decided to act on our own account. Barisi. Chuvas has paid for it in his own way, and he's capable of healing. The power of his offensive skills depends on your health points. Bukovac. Bukovac says something mentioned in tales and legends of Sirmia, part of the kingdom of Slavonia. They personify brutal force and the inexorable punishment for sins which is bound to come. That is why they are attracted to flaws bred by forbidden acts, like the district governor Vasili's murder. By born, them son, actual from Genshin. Well, there'll be quite the crossover there. So beautiful, fallen angel, full of grace, energy, and color. I thought that you would become my teacher. That you would open the world of philosophy, art, and magic to me. That together would discover the secrets of Earth's elements and the secrets of people's hearts. That I would become something more. That having as many as 2 saluters, I would reach for what is available only to the strongest. Instead, you broke me. Brought nightmares and visions that crushed my mind to dust. Because of you, I am nothing but a shadow. He's like, Mark, hello. How we doing? Like, how do you use this then instead? There was like 2, but I couldn't use it. The action reaction. I couldn't switch. I couldn't only use the quick attack. Like, I don't want quick attack. I want the good stuff. These, a little ahead there.
I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasili's burned-out farmstead. Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
If I wanted it. The technical polish on this one, I think it's actually not bad though. I think this actually not bad. Ah, that's the Lucas race, alright. That's the word one. Yeah, word we don't have yet.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am,
Heard
please open the
this.
door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
Vesna about Luca, and clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Don't see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse, and however he seems to have a soft spot, Luca was at Vasily's house on the night of murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
That also works, alright. To find more stuff for... See the lady, yeah, what has to say. This one was... also word. Sista USA. Hopefully.
What do we have here?
You've been going
find
in
more
so
butter.
many circles, your head will spin.
Did something.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm, did it affect people badly?
Some less, others more. He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit. Have you got many more nosy questions?
That's not help from her. That wasn't really said, but I guess. Fed up with the violence he was inflicting on her.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Well, then, time to get one. What are you, a pleb? See, they want it from you. There's something else to find here. Fine, go there. Oh, need to probably fast travel there, of course. You're probably not gonna be very friendly. You're gonna need to be here. Ooh. Hello there. Time to get that word. Chance interrupting enemy planned action. There. Come on, I clearly have a second one there. No. Why not? Let's go for this one. Efficiency. It just replaces them. Can I get it as a second one there? Without replacing them? Yeah, whatever. Do this way. Oh, actually, no. Fine.
Again?
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear?
That's how you get
We're
in
going
trouble.
to see Luca Bogosian.
That's how you get in trouble, knowing some favors to Rasputin, dude. Time for the Giga beating.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasili's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, the Bukavach. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
How could this come in? Fighting with Salutors. The bound Salutor must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he'll fight back. The bard tells you when the wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. That's the focus in this one. She could use this. Can I? Yeah, removing that Doom. The end of every round, max 4x. Okay, so the longer we're gonna be fighting, the more we're gonna be taking. And the suffered in 5, huh? Okay, then we have some Dawn that also has this suffering though. Yeah, how do I switch levels on this one though? There is level 2 on this one. How do I get to 2? I don't want the quick attack. I want a different one. Moving focus might be too long. Just killing him might be too long too though. Let's start with this, I guess. Go in. Okay, damage there. I don't know if I really needed the focus removal there much. This should be removed. Because casts it into suffering states. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read the description carefully, don't get caught off guard. And removes all negative states from you. Let's see if it will. did. That's good. I'm gonna get this on him though. So those health points. Nah, that's kind of early for this. I wish this one will be already available. Since we're gonna get the breakdown soon. I guess fine. Maybe it will let me switch. Get the coolest monster. We're gonna get the coolest monster too. So I could get actually this one going now just so I don't take any damage from the dot. It also stacks, so I'd rather not probably, yeah. No, that was the wrong one. Here you go. Now you get it. Poof. Ah, got the stock. Always the max damage now. Alright, so this one will be faster though. You do this. You do this. Remove the debuffs. Alright, this one going down. You HP is kind of fine for now, I guess. I should use the focus removal thingy. Whatever. Can do it next time. And how do... Well, actually, maybe it will work on the second one. Let's see. That seemed like the regular attack. Like it didn't buff me, that's the problem. Oh, wait, that... Oh, okay, so it's kind of changed that way. Ooh. I see how it works, alright. Acquire the flaw vehemence.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Let's boot this open. Here right in. Taming a Saliter. Defeat the Bukovac, the deeded dimension Saliter. Cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Saliter won't obey your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you... Why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Luca from making rash decisions. But Luca proved that he loved Vesta.
Nothing
not the
has
best
to be
idea right now.
decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already.
Sharing a village with murderers?
You were the first to spill blood!
It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village. Phew.
Oh, this is gonna let them go, I guess. Alright, sure. That was the good way to do it. I mean, beating her and stuff, but still, going all the way to just, you know, kill him and shit. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Can get to this guy now. So there are tame things to Rasputin's help. What do we have there? Additional skill agony. Cast the state on a random enemy. Suffering received. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Like if you get the suffering stuff, you can upgrade like the focus reduction also. Hey Blake Yellow, how you doing? A big budget RPG. It's 11-bit studios. It's the guys who made this War of Mine. The guys who made Frostpunk. And the guys who are publishing a bunch of stuff now. Pretty big Polish studio. Yes, pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's time to go for the deed, then. Damage from Saluter's next attack by 50%. Get some combos going here. Yeah, they're only publishing it, yeah. In this one, they are only publishing. So we can start like this one. And then this one was a chance of interrupting enemy planned action. Maybe I should go than the first one. Divinity and Baldur's Gate, let's see. Let's do this way. Planned one was double damage chance. So damage over time we got now though. That's really good. So you can go for suffering, and then if they suffer, they lose even more focus. That's nice. But let's look, why can't I get double here? Don't think it works as intended, but it is what it is, huh? Let's try it this way. Well, nowadays, you know, like, unless it's like exactly, even if it's exactly the same studio that work on the project, you can't really even like exactly say that it's from them, because, you know, people just, could be just someone, you know, at the janitor or something at the studio, and that's already going to be someone who worked on it, you know. Not infallible. Certain it was Luca who had the flaw, but it turned out to be his wife who lured Bukovac here. Her flaw was brought out by a family tragedy. Vesna killed her violent father, seeing no other way to save herself. The outsourced studio decided to make their own game. That happens a lot now. There is also a lot of like outsourced studios currently, especially, right? Like having absolutely nothing else to do much. A lot are being closed and stuff because, you know, they're not getting paid, they're not getting any work. So these guys just made their own stuff, yeah. I mean, sounds good. The train arrives.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Get the reference, I see. I'll watch that. Okay, still chilling.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail.
Father did or something?
My condolences about your father.
Yeah. Country is this? Russia? Well, to be particular, Georgia. It's Russian Empire time.
Do you still want to send something?
Is Putin coming with us?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you.
See like you see.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Putin was Georgian as well? No, I don't think so. Stalin was Georgian, yeah. Stalin was Georgian.
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it.
The war is coming.
This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Interesting, interesting. Real good stuff, real good stuff. It's a nice combination of kind of, you know, like having a little bit of your kind of like point and clicky stuff. But also with some gameplay and everything too. Yeah, Thermask, yeah. Yeah, but the combat is still there. That is also nice. It could be just kind of like, you know, this like interactive movie with point and click. But it actually has some like, you know, some sort of gameplay there too.
Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure
Familiar.
something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed.
The revolution is coming.
Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train.
And they are in the war
bombs
too.
and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governors, maids, speculators, thieves.
Should be safe, should be.
I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Didn't want to invite his bro or something? Come
Dear
on.
Victor, a feeling of deja vu washed over me upon receiving your last telegram. Yet again, you're off traveling to some distant lands, while I stay here nursing the hope you will one day visit us in Warsaw. I miss the old days when things seemed so simple. Even if we already knew back then, we may never be truly free. I long for the chance to show you how much our city has changed. To let you hear all these different languages that now echo down the streets we once aimlessly wandered together. Yet all that is mere fantasy. The past is gone, never to return, it seems. Just like you, my dear brother. who risks his life in search of otherworldly beings and their hosts. Sometimes I think it is for the best that I do not share this gift with you and Papa. Maybe that's why I can see things more clearly, just as they are. Therefore, I beg you, Victor, come back to us and reconcile with your father. You never know when it will be too late. Affectionately, your sister, Ligia.
Nice, nice. Actually pretty soon too already. Interesting. That's a good demo. That's a good demo. Seemingly a good game too. I me like it. Black book with little version, the similar idea. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see. Full alert the access.